We're going to look at the so-called web graph, the graph on web pages. What exactly is our graph? Well, the vertices of our graph are going to be web pages. Now, this is a humongous graph because we have a vertex for every web page. And the edges of our graphs are the hyperlinks. Now, these are directed edges. A web page X might have a hyperlink to a web page Y, but Y doesn't necessarily have a hyperlink back to X. So it's important we think of these edges as directed edges. Now, let's introduce some notation. For a web page X, let's define pi of X to be the rank of this page. Now, the rank is our measure of the importance of the web page. Now, rank or importance are subjective terms. We need to define pi of X, the rank, in a sensible way. Now, of course, sensible is also a subjective term, but in any case, we're going to define pi of X so that it has a very nice, natural, mathematical interpretation. Now, if you just watch the bit about Markov chains, you might think, oh, why is he using pi once again? Well, it's not a coincidence. Before we use pi to correspond to the stationary distribution, and that's going to come out later. But for now, once again, we're not going to talk about Markov chains. Now, it'll be useful to have a little bit of notation. So let's consider a page X. This is the vertex in our graph. So let's denote it here. Now, there are a bunch of hyperlinks at the web page X. Now, those are directed edges out of X. We want some notation for the set of neighbors which have edges from X to them. So we're going to define this set out of X. So for web page X, out of X are the out neighbors of X. These are the web pages which have a hyperlink from X to them. So these are the web pages Y, where there's a hyperlink from X to Y. There's a directed edge from X to Y. So out of X are the set of all Y's, such that there's a link from X to Y. Similarly, we're going to have to look at the set of web pages or vertices which have a link to X. So we'll let in of X denote the set of in neighbors of X. This is the set of web pages W, which have a hyperlink from W to X. So there's a directed edge from W to X. So just remember, out of X are the out neighbors of X, and in of X are the in neighbors of X. This is the only notation that we'll need.